Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Singleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics. Greg, they do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
And what you love about Tatum is that scoring gene, but with efficiency, both from the field and the line.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Taylor against Robinson. Taylor kicks to Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Smith the pass to Hachimura. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, the endurance from Hachimura here. I mean, absorbs the foul and still snags the end.
Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running.
Here's Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Hachimura's got 5.
Well, if you're the D, you live with this. Sometimes Hachimura is going to score no matter what.
Tice kicks to Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Wizards trail by 4. It's stolen by Tice. Tatum down low. He's defended by Wagner.
Oh, how about the physical abilities of Wagner? I mean, they make him a potent defender. He mercilessly denies the shot. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
The Celtics have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Free throw good, Taylor. Robert Williams is checked in for Green. And a switcher also for Washington. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Singleton.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Hachimura, no good. Celtics leading by 4. At the top of the key, Williams. Back to Taylor. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Cobb, wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths. Man, they are just living at the line.
Passes to Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pulled out 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent. Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
He hits both from the stripe.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Taylor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
And Taylor drops them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's the teardrop, and the shot goes in. Hachimura's got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Taylor dishes to Tatum. Over Robinson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Well, over the years, Tatum has tried to reduce the number of mid-range jumpers he takes. I mean, but it's still a natural tendency of his.
Now, here's Napier. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. Smith outside. Over Tatum. Smith, no good. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point lead. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Wagner passes to Hachimura. Williams with the steal. Now here's Taylor. The fast break opportunity. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Hachimura, and it's blocked. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's Tatum, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call on Washington with the foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
2 points. That one goes. Tatum's got 12 points in the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Hachimura against Tice. Hachimura, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And there's the pass to Hachimura. Here's Smith. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Taylor. To the left side wing. Here's Wanamaker, and he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just a more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Daniel Tice. Also Tatum out there. And it's Poirier in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now Beal. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Cleveland. Here's Napier. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Napier's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards. Ball against Taylor. Wall with the steal. Jumps up, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Better be careful around Wall. He loves hounding the opposition. He's excellent at coming up with steals.
Taylor against Wall. Passes it to Wanamaker. Pass to Poirier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tice. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
Great timing by Hachimura. Now the oops look easy. I mean, they are hard to get perfect.
Taylor up top, covered by Wall. Taylor's shot, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Wall passes to Napier. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the... Smith outside. Hachimura with it. He's picked up by Cobb. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. He gets it in there. Beal's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
He's off on the second. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. I mean, they exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
Here's Cobb. Makes it off the glass. Cobb's got 7 points in the game. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Back to Napier. Smith feeling it out a bit. There's the pass to Hachimura.
D playing soft off him. He might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Outside, Taylor. 1:39 left in the first half of the game.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
Beal against Tatum. Out to Smith, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Here's Taylor, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First free throw is good. And Taylor drops them both. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Wagner passes to Hachimura. And it's good for 2.
Well, we've been waiting for Hachimura to go off here tonight. Just keeps finding buckets for himself.
Left side, Taylor. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Count that one. Taylor's got 6 in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
The shot by Beal, no good. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Nobody near Williams. And the three off target. The Wizards shooting 46% on their attempts in the second quarter. Hachimura finds Beal. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. They get it back. And so it's Boston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to...
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two.
Never known as a single, but this might be a single. Always bet on your home.
New group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Daniel Tice comes in for Green. Taylor's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Cobb in for Walker. And then for Washington, Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. And it's Napier in for Beal. Taking a look at the Wizards. Shabazz Napier out there with Wall. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Singleton in at the 3. Taylor taking his time here. Back to Tice. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Wagner passes to Hachimura. Here's Napier. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Doubled by Smith. Here's Cobb. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Cobb passes to Tice. Kicks to Cobb. Here's Taylor. Celtics passing it around. They get the rebound inside. And stolen by Wagner. And here we go. Washington fast break. Smith with a wide open look. That three off the mark. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Celtics. In the corner. Tatum with it. Over Robinson. Boston again missing. The Wizards shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Napier. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Smith against Taylor. Tatum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Napier, defended by Taylor. Count it. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Tice passes to Taylor, and it's Taylor finishing it off.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Napier up top, guarded by Taylor. Here's Wagner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the aggressive mindset of Wagner. I mean, when he attacks the defense, he gets these calls.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Outside, Taylor. Doubled by Smith. Now, here's Kahn. He's guarded closely. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Washington shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And that one's good. Hachimura.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Outside, Taylor. 1:02 left in the third quarter. He dishes it to Williams. Back to Taylor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Free throw good, Taylor. And Taylor drops them both. The Wizards shooting the ball at 42%. Napier feeling it out a bit.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
We love players like Wagner who are always ready to play. He's shown he can come off the bench hot and deliver big points.
Here's Hachimura. He's got 25. In the corner, Napier with it. Drops in the tray. Napier's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Taylor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the Wizards with possession. Napier passes to Hachimura. Now, here's Wagner. Passes it to Robinson. 6 to shoot to the inside. Hachimura, no good. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
What I really love about this kid, Williams is he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Here's Hachimura, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Celtics out in front, running away with it. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Ojeleye. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Junior. And it's Wanamaker in at the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Payton outside. Here's Pasekniks. Basket counts. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like it. Over to the left wing. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit that one. And Washington the other way now. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Pasekniks. The rebound by the Celtics. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Junior with the ball. Beaujolais passes to Taylor. Tries again. Poirier, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. The Wizards with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Wanamaker misses. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Payton attacking. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Robinson comes to help. The shot by Taylor, no good. For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Now, here's Napier, guarded by Taylor. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Poirier passes to Taylor. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that in switching teams?
One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
The offensive rebound, Poirier, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
Singleton the pass to Bryant. Outside, Beal. Fires the 3. They get it again. Nurtinus. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Wanamaker. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. To the middle. Oh, and the dunk by Taylor.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And here is Bryant. Dishes at the wall. And he drops it in from the low post.
Look at the edge Wall plays with. I love it. When he gets hit, he still remains calm and steady and focuses and knocks the shot down.
They double him with Singleton. Count that one from Beaujolais.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Wizards shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Wall passes to Bryant. He kicks to Beal. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Bertans kicks to Singleton. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, GA, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Pass to Williams. Back to Taylor. And Robinson comes to help. Here's Ogilvy, 6 on the shot clock, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Free throw good, Taylor. And Washington making a change here. Smith has checked in, and Taylor drops them both. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Junior.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Offline.
Oh, I love that activity from Smith, using all his speed and length to contest that shot.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.